Alright, so welcome to Go-To Tech Reviews. Today we are actually in Meridian, Idaho, visiting Ballistix. I'm here with Karina. She is the social media manager here. And we're going to be doing a joint giveaway of Ballistix memory, two 16GB kits. We will have details on how to do this at the end of the video, so stay tuned. Ballistix Gaming got in touch with me and invited me to come to the Ballistix headquarters to talk about some of the testing and equipment that I use for the channel, and to do a giveaway of Ballistix Gaming memory. Let's meet some of the Ballistix Gaming social media crew.
So I'm Karina. I run the Ballistix Gaming social media, and I love video games and dogs. They're my favorite.
I'm Sam. I help Karina with the social media. I'm a gamer, love to play games, love to travel around and go to events, love to build new systems, that type of stuff.
Okay, so for those of you who've been following for a while, I actually work at Micron Technology as an electrical engineer. I do test and validation, and I write software tools to talk to some of the hardware. So if you didn't know, Micron Technology is a parent company of Crucial and Ballistix, and I've been working with Sam and Karina here for a little while to kind of give a little bit of background on, some of the testing that I do. So I have benchmarks that are, around CPU benchmarking. I have some that are more targeted towards the GPU. Then I have games that have built-in benchmarks, and then I have games that do not have built-in benchmarks. So let's just go over some of those that I use. You're probably familiar with some of these tools already. Right now I have my AMD Ryzen 1700 overclocked to 4.05 gigahertz at 1.45 volts. So it's a little bit hotter, but I've got this NZXT Kraken on here to keep things nice and cool. So we want to run the CPU at its highest possible speed, and the memory is allowing that as well. So we don't want the memory to be a bottleneck here. So I'm actually using the latest Agisa based BIOS from AMD. I believe it's 1.006, and that has given me good luck with memory stability. Not that it was really a problem with the Ballistix before, but now I can get it even higher. The limiting factor was not the Ballistix sticks, but it was the firmware. So now I'm running at its fully 2666 with 4 DIMMs, with all of them running in dual channel. So 2666 for 4 DIMMs on AMD was kind of a struggle beforehand. But with the latest firmware, that's been good. This is a good example of a non-synthetic bench that I run. It's one I've been trying to use a little bit more lately, and it's a more real-world workload. And I like to use Handbrake because it will stress the CPU and the RAM. So here I like to use the CPU ID HW monitor software to keep an eye on temperatures, as well as the overall power being used, the clock speeds, and the utilization of all the cores. It will show the memory temperature. It'll also show temperatures for the SSDs, and it shows temperatures for the graphics card as well. Finally, the entire reason I fell in love with computers and why I started the channel in the first place: gaming. I love comparing hardware using games because 1, it's fun, 2, it's relatable, and 3, it's repeatable by the users. Not all games have built-in benchmarks, so I use third-party tools such as Fraps. Now with the advent of the Vulkan API, I'm starting to transition to other tools, but this is one of the quickest and easiest ways to run gaming benchmarks. The trick is making these types of games repeatable, so I will generally use a known scenario to limit the variability in the performance. Now for the details of the giveaway. We are giving away two 16GB kits of Ballistix memory. All you have to do is click on the link in the video description and follow the directions from there. I will draw 2 winners in a week from now and will announce them on Twitter. Thanks for taking the time to watch this video, and special thanks to Ballistix Gaming for sponsoring the giveaway and for letting me visit their headquarters, and be sure to subscribe to Ballistix Gaming on YouTube and on Twitter. As always, like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well. Thanks again for watching, and we will catch you in the next video.
You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it, raised by it, molded by it. But I'm not moldy. Jesus moldy.